The following podcast contains mature subject matter, adult themes, and may also contain profanity. You have been warned.
Hello, everyone. Hello again, and welcome back to The Absurd. I am here with the ever-charming and lovely Mel, my co-host. Hi, Mel.
Hi.
How's
it going?
It's going okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, good.
I'm alright.
I like
I'm getting really hungry now.
Me too. Me too. I was just going to say, I like your Run DMC t-shirt.
Yeah,
man.
isn't it?
It is a good one. That's like one of their album covers.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the one with Tricky.
Tricky. It's trick to rock around. That one?
Vaguely similar. Sounds a bit like it, kind of. No, that is a cool shirt. And I'm sure that they would be thrilled that you sang their song like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they would.
So, yeah, we're sitting here. We're very hungry. But we're not too hungry that we can't give our followers another episode.
Give the people what they want.
Damn right. Or as the English say, give the punters what they want.
What's a punter?
And wouldn't you like to know?
But that's why I asked.
Oh,
the
you'll
question.
find out.
Really?
In this context, it just means the same thing. The customer, the people, that kind of shtick. So everything's good?
Yeah.
Everything's dandy fine with your kids at home for the summer?
Uh-huh. Although I did find it's kind of like a free camp.
A free camp? Yeah.
At the rec center
Cool.
in Elmira.
Cool.
There's a program that they have there. It's like a drop-in kids program. And they do like all sorts of fun stuff throughout the week. There's a whole schedule of different things. They have like kids my son's age and teenagers. And it's completely free.
Who's running it? The township?
Community services.
Which community? Oh,
services.
wow,
Yeah.
Good on them.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know. I was like,
Is Addie going as well?
No.
Just like,
that one's a little more tricky to organize.
Sure.
It's more of a, like, somebody's there, but they're just kind of overseeing the kids, right?
Yeah.
So it was a friend of mine that told me about it this morning at the gym, and she was telling me all about it, and her kid's been going, and he loves it because he can just walk over and go. So I'm like, I'm going to take Liam this afternoon, and he loved it.
Is it just an afternoon thing?
Different times.
Oh,
so
okay.
this one, he was there from like 1 to 3:30.
Yeah.
And then I think tomorrow's like 1 to 3, but then they have a morning program, and
Correct.
sometimes they have evening programs too. And
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's really cool.
And it's free.
Yeah, so much better.
My
Yeah.
big takeaway. So now I'm like, I don't feel so bad for not putting him in camps, because camps are really expensive.
Totally expensive.
So,
And this is like, you got to drop him off there.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he's not biking there yet.
1 minute drive.
Would he bike that far yet?
He would, but
Some busy streets.
yeah. Crossing that main church street could be tricky sometimes.
Yeah, but it's not far for you.
Oh gosh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I got there and they were all playing video games, but still.
So how old is he? 9?
Uh-huh.
So when I was 9 in the summer, I used to go to Bible camp
Oh, yeah.
for like 2 weeks at Riverside.
Okay.
And I certainly met some people there that I still know, because I hadn't been in Elmira very long. I hadn't lived there very long. I got in trouble for swearing, and one of the people that was my friend ratted me out too. He's like, Rodney swore. I'm like, God, you're a jerk. Yeah. I don't remember what I said. I think I said shit.
I went to Bible camp too.
Did you? You weren't out the same one I was at.
No, I didn't live here.
No, I know. And you're like a couple years younger.
Just a few.
Yeah.
And by a few, I mean a lot.
Not a lot. Not as many as she would like to think. Yeah, so we've got some stories for people today, don't we?
Oh, yeah. I gotta do that, don't I?
Wow.
You caught me off guard.
Yeah, sorry, but let me,
Just chit-chatting.
we are going to think about where we're going to go for food.
To eat?
Yeah. I got big plans for food.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Darn right.
What are you feeling?
I don't know. I'm going to eat it.
Well, I know, but what are you going to have?
Well, it is burger night.
Okay.
It's one consideration.
Where?
Ethel's.
Okay.
But you don't have to get a burger either.
Well,
You know, the world is your oyster.
Yeah.
So they don't have oysters, though.
I like the Duke. Duke is I enjoy the Duke.
Over Ethel's? Did you mean to change that to the Duke, or did you think that I was talking about the Duke?
I actually thought you were going to say Piper's.
I thought about that place, too.
Yes.
Yeah, look at all the endorsements we're giving out
We
here.
are. We got to tag all
Nice.
these people in your...
Yeah. Yeah. Good thinking. Good thinking.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I really like Ethel's patio, but it's really hot today.
It's too stupid hot.
And, yeah. So
I like their taquitos, though.
they're antijitos. That's my favorite there.
I got to bring you up to speed on that. The antijitos at Piper's, fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Anyway, yeah.
I don't care where we go as long as the beer's cold and the food's hot.
It will be, unless you get a salad.
Well, that's dumb.
I
don't go to restaurants to eat salad.
You don't win friends with salad.
That's right.
That's also Simpson.
I know.
Okay. All right, what do you got for us today, Ms. Mel? Yeah.
We're going to talk about chickens.
Ooh, I love chicken.
Or a chicken in particular.
Yeah, I've known some chickens.
His name is
Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
He had his head chopped off. And he
Sucks.
lived for 18 months after that happened.
What?
True story.
What? Like the head did, or the rest of them did?
The rest of them did. It wasn't just a talking head for 18 months.
What's that, Mike? I can't hear what you're saying.
I mean, the other way is just as absurd, but...
Well, good one. All right, let's hear about Mike the Headless Chicken.
Okay. It all started with the Olsen family. Not like, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Or the evil family on Little House on the Prairie.
I don't remember that.
Ugh,
See?
God.
He's old.
You're a millennial.
No, I am not a millennial. I am not.
I know.
No,
Carry
no
on.
disrespect
We're
to
both
millennials.
Xers. No.
But we're both Gen Xers.
We is.
To put it out there. Boomer.
That will cost you. I'll be editing that out.
Anyway, so this Olsen family, they were farmers living in Fruita, Colorado, in September 1945. So the dad of the group, Lloyd, he would cut heads, and Clara, the wife, would pluck and clean the chickens. It is not uncommon for a chicken to flop or stagger for a few minutes after beheading.
It's true.
But one chicken was still alive after the processing of chickens was done for the day. When Lloyd realized that one of the chickens was still alive the next morning, he decided to see if he could keep it alive.
Oh, that's nice.
Before long, word spread around the neighborhood, and local folks were coming by to see the headless chicken at the Olsen farm. A promoter named Hope Wade heard about the famous chicken and came by to see it. He convinced the Olsens to take the chicken over to the University of Utah in Salt Lake to see if scientists could document that there truly was a headless chicken living in Fruita, Colorado. Scientists determined that part of one ear, the jugular vein, and the base of the brain that controls motor functions were left intact, allowing Mike to continue to live on. I love the name Mike for a chicken. That's fantastic. That's great.
I'm still processing this.
Local papers in Salt Lake were spreading the news that a chicken was alive without a head and in their town for a visit. Folks wanted to see the famous fowl, and a small sideshow was set up in Salt Lake. Before long, Life magazine came out to Salt Lake to take photos and would be featured in the magazine in October 22nd, 1945. Only a month and a half after Mike's beheading, he was featured in one of the country's most prominent magazines. Mike's next stop was a sideshow attraction on the boardwalk in Long Beach, California. The boardwalk was a popular attraction with wartime troops, and Mike was well received. A ticket to see Mike at the sideshow was 25 cents, the equivalent to about $2.50 today.
Bargain.
I know, right?
Either way.
You can't do anything for $2.50 anymore.
No.
And there were estimates at its peak, Mike was drawing in up to 600 people a day.
Damn.
Mike had passed on in the spring of 1947, and it was due to an accident.
What? Okay, go on.
Mike would sometimes start choking on mucus and needed assistance in clearing out his throat.
Jesus.
Lloyd and Hope would keep a small bulb syringe around whenever they were on tour with Mike to stick down his esophagus and clear out his throat. Poor chicken just wanted to die.
No kidding.
While Mike was down in Phoenix at a sideshow, they all went back to the motel room to rest up for another big day of viewing. At the motel room, Mike started to choke, but Hope and Lloyd had accidentally left the bulb syringe at the sideshow.
Oh no.
Before they were able to find another apparatus to clear the throat, Mike died after having lived 18 months without a head. To this day, there is a Mike the Headless Chicken Festival held every year in Fruita, Colorado, and takes place over the weekend. From vendors and food trucks, a 5-kilometer run, live music, lots of beer, a chicken dance, and a peep eating contest for kids. I really want to go.
So they don't try to replicate it by getting another chicken. So this chicken couldn't see.
No.
It couldn't eat. I presume they fed it with this bulb thing too.
Yes, yeah.
That's really cruel. Like,
yeah.
It's awful. Poor
Yeah.
Mike.
So, Mike the Headless Chicken.
That sucks for Mike.
Yeah, it does.
I feel bad for Mike.
Yeah, Mike. Mike the Headless Chicken. I want to go to this festival, though.
Well, that does sound kind of fun for sure.
Yeah. How far is Colorado from here?
Well, you're not walking.
No.
It's a drive.
Yeah, it is.
It'd be a couple of days.
Yeah.
Without pushing it too hard.
Can we get there from Waterloo?
Well, of course we can. It's the same bloody continent.
On an airplane.
Oh. I don't know about that.
We should go live from the
Mike the Headless Chicken Fest. Mike Fest. Whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah. So there you go.
Really strange, man. That's really strange. You want to hear something else strange?
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember Queen Elizabeth II?
I do.
Yep. She was queen for all of my life, of course, until very recently.
Yes.
I'm not a royal per se, like a royal watcher. I'm not against them. I don't really care.
No.
But I certainly like my mother, and I certainly have friends. My friend Jessica, she really knows her royalty.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. She studies it. Goes to the university library and pores over books, but I just mean she's plugged in,
Yeah.
She knows what's going on.
Once. Not
Did
like, like shaking her hand or anything.
Well, I would hope not. You don't do that. You curtsy, damn it.
She can't. Because I'm a curtsy kind of gal.
You gotta be. Get your head cut off like Mike.
No, she came. she came to RIM when I worked there.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So anyway. So she waved from a distance.
At you?
Yeah, right at me.
Really?
She was, looking right at me.
That was she.
The eyes.
Was it kind of scary?
I want your suit. I want your pantsuit.
Is that what you were saying to her?
Yeah.
She was wearing a pantsuit?
She always does.
She wears a dress.
Like the matchy pantsuit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or maybe it was a skirt. I don't remember. But
I don't think it'd be a skirt, would it?
Anyways.
Anyway, but her husband, Prince Phillip.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's a guy.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
But
I know, but
he loved to drink. Ooh, yeah.
And he loved his women.
Yeah, so the Prince Phillip movement is a religious sect followed by the Kastom people on the southern island of Tanna in Vanuatu, which is like Southwest Pacific Ocean, okay? They believe in the divinity of Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, who was 1921 to 2021. According to ancient Yahunaman tale, I'm going to try that again. According to ancient Yahunanan tales, the son of a mountain spirit traveled over them. The people of the Yahunanan and Tikal area had seen the respect accorded to Queen Elizabeth II by colonial officials and concluded that her husband, Prince Philip, must be the son referred to in their legends. It is unclear just when this belief came about, but it probably was sometime in the 1950s or 60s. It was strengthened by the royal couple's visit to Vanuatu in 1974, when a few villagers had the opportunity to actually see Prince Philip from a distance. The prince was not yet aware of their sect, but it was brought to his attention several years later by John Champion, the British resident commissioner to the islands. Champion suggested that Prince Philip send them a portrait of himself, and he agreed and sent a signed official photograph. The villagers responded by sending him a traditional pig-killing club called a now-now. I wouldn't mind one of those.
Yeah.
In compliance with their request, the prince sent a photograph of himself posing with the club. Another photograph was sent in 2000. All 3 photographs were kept by Chief Jack Neva, who died in 2009. Princess Anne visited Tanna in October 2014. She had visited Vanuatu in 1974, but had not previously traveled to the island. Charles III, our current king, then Prince of Wales, visited the island in 2018. On 27th of September 2007, Channel 4 broadcast Meet the Natives, a reality show about 5 Tanna men from the Prince Philip movement who were on a visit to Britain. Their trip culminated in an off-screen audience with Philip where gifts were exchanged, including a new photograph of the prince.
Wow.
Indeed. And the sect celebrated the 2018 wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle by holding a party where they hosted the Union Jack, danced, and ate pigs. Wow. Here's your pig.
Yeah.
The villagers were initially unaware of the wedding until a travel agent for the island who was contacted by the Times relayed the message. And in April 2021, the sect mourned Prince Philip's death. Village Chief Albie said that he was terribly, terribly sorry, and tribal leader Chief Yapa sent his condolences to the royal family. Referring to the Queen, Chief Jack Malaya said, though the Duke is dead, they still have a connection with the mother of the royal family. Kirk Huffman, an anthropologist familiar with the group, said that after their period of mourning, the group would probably transfer their veneration to Prince Charles, now King Charles III, who had visited Vanuatu in 2018 and met with some of the tribal leaders. So I first saw these guys. There's a show called An Idiot Abroad.
Okay.
Fantastically funny show.
Yeah.
British show, and it's in a way hosted by Ricky Gervais and another guy, and they send a mutual friend of theirs who is by no means xenophobic or racist or a culturalist. He just doesn't like leaving England. He likes his corner of the world.
Right.
He's not against the other ones. He just doesn't want to be in them. Well, they have him travel to different places. And they don't put him up in like 4 or 5 star hotels, right? He has to do some different experiences.
Right.
Anyways, one of the ones, he goes to Southwest Pacific. He goes to one of the islands where bungee jumping was invented, but they use vines. And you jump off a wooden frame and you hit the ground.
Oh my God.
And it's like 40 feet high.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, there's no way in hell that I'm doing this. He jumps like not even his own height up the tower. But he goes to this island. He meets this tribe. And like they're a completely plugged in tribe. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Well, the dude's name is Jack. So what does that tell you?
Yeah.
But he gave them some coins, some with Prince Philip on them. But it was so weird that they just picked up on this guy to venerate him basically as a deity.
Yeah.
They know he's not God.
Sure.
But they do believe that he has some connection to God, or to their idea of God, or whatever, their concept.
Sure, yeah.
Really weird, eh?
That is bizarre.
I know. Like, how would you feel about that if, like, a group just started worshiping you?
Yeah.
That'd be odd.
They should be, but
I'd use them to do my bidding.
yeah.
Go to the store and get me a sandwich.
Wouldn't that be great?
It would be pretty
Yeah,
great,
it would be.
actually.
I got an itch. Can you just scratch my back for me? Thanks.
Oh, don't even get me started on that. I never even thought about that. God.
Great.
I would
scratching my back, someone rubbing my feet.
I would pay an escort. Like, I don't want anything sexual.
Yeah, just to scratch your back.
Oh.
I've said this before.
What?
Maybe not to you, but I've said this before that there should be a service where you just go somewhere and they scratch your back for you.
I would pay.
I would 100% pay for that shit.
And, maybe I should do that.
You should.
Well, I mean, it's not really that disgusting, Like, it's not like, hey, can you give me a little... I'll be like, no, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Or dudess.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But, like, if somebody starts scratching my back, I don't ever want them to stop.
No.
Ever, never.
Mm.
Anyway.
It's so good. It's so
now
good.
I'm going to think about that.
Yeah, I know.
I actually have a back scratcher.
Me too.
It's awesome.
But, yeah.
It's not the same, though.
No.
I want them claws digging in there, baby.
Get in there. Should be an extra service at, like, your RMT.
Yeah, or with an EMT.
I don't really
Help.
want to be with an EMT.
Help! I needed my back scratched.
I have internal bleeding, but can you scratch my back?
You get worry about it first. A little higher.
It is the best.
You got another one for
Oh,
us?
sure. What are you going to talk about?
I don't know.
Ragdolls?
No, wait.
What?
Oh, ragdolls.
What were you going to say?
No, that's what I was going to say.
Oh.
I was going to try to look like I was being a psychic. I was going to say, do you have any stories about ragdolls?
Oh.
And they'd be, oh my God.
Well,
dude.
look at that.
Look at what?
I do have a story about ragdolls.
Oh my God. What are the odds?
I know. In fact, a woman married one.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
She got all hot and bothered for a ragdoll and...
Was her name Andy?
No.
What did
Or Raggedy Ann.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, go
I
on.
have a Raggedy Ann doll at home.
Did you?
Yeah, should have brought it.
What, here?
Yeah,
Why?
just to add effect to.
Oh, you still have one now?
Yes.
Weird.
it's
Do you
at
sleep with it?
home. No.
Oh, I don't. What do I
My
know?
grandmother made it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Huh? Is it
Yeah.
evil?
probably.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm. Isn't there there's a horror movie about Raggedy Ann?
What? There's Annabelle.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
I have never seen it.
It's good.
It's
It's actually pretty good
I've
for that kind of genre of horror.
well, because like I watched The Conjuring.
So good.
Very
The
good.
best.
Very. It is one of the
The
best horror
best.
movies ever made,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Insidious is right there for me though.
But Conjuring, I actually went to the theater twice to see it, which I never do. Like I barely go to the theater at all.
All right.
And I did see this one twice, and it's a terribly frightening movie.
It is.
But the doll part was the least scary part for me. So that's why. And then there's like Conjuring 2, and I'm like, oh, piss off, money grabbing swine.
Yeah.
Because it's never going to be as good as the first one.
Of course not.
Right.
Of course not.
It's like The Exorcist.
Right.
Second one is terrible.
Yeah.
Utter garbage. First one, it's not terrible.
Oh,
Have you seen it?
yeah, of course I have.
Well, I don't know.
I love
All right.
horror movies.
Lay it on us about this raggedy doll.
All right. So in 2021,
Oh,
her name is Maravone Moraz.
Marrowbone?
Maravone.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. She was living single and sad. But all of that changed when Marcelo suddenly appeared. It was Maravone's mother who created Marcelo as a dummy partner for Maravone to practice her dancing. So it's a full-size
Oh, no.
doll.
Like human size. I don't like that at all.
She said, when my mom made Marcelo and introduced me to him, I fell in love with him. It was love at first sight, Maravone recounted. Happy to no longer be single, Maravone dove headfirst into love. Within a few... I was hoping to get through this without laughing, but I can't. Okay. Within a few months, Maravone was pregnant with Marcelo's
Shut
baby.
up. What?
She said, it's true. Marcelo got me pregnant. He didn't take care of himself, and he didn't use a condom.
Oh my God.
The couple opted for a shotgun wedding, and with 250 guests standing witness to this beautiful union, Maravone and Marcelo pledged their undying love for one another.
Well, they were obviously all friends of the bride. Right?
Yes.
Friends of the groom? No? Okay. No. Oh, you're a teddy bear. You must be friends of the groom.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There has to
All
be...
the ones with stuffing, you're on the right-hand side.
Yeah. Stay away from the fireplace. There's got to be an explanation about this pregnancy. Please, for the love of dog, tell me there's an explanation about the pregnancy.
After their wedding, Maravone and Marcelo honeymooned on the beaches of Rio de Janeiro before heading back to their new home together in Brazil. It wasn't long before Maravone went into labor. The couple live streamed the birth on social media.
Really?
Yes, they did. 200 people tuned in to watch Maravone's faux labors. And in less than an hour, Marcelino,
Yep.
named after his papa, was born.
So, like, what was it? Like, was it like a teddy bear?
It's a rag doll. It's just a smaller version rag doll.
All right, carry on.
So she staged a whole...
No, it wasn't
birth.
a real pregnancy?
No,
Oh.
it really didn't come out of her.
That's
But she had pictures, because I was so curious. It sent me down such a bad rabbit hole.
Oh,
But
hell
I
yeah.
looked at all of her pictures, and she even had pictures of her pregnant, where she just probably had a lot of beer and cake. So she just looked...
So she put on some weight.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So in 35 minutes, he was here, and he is great. However, Maravone and Marcelo would soon encounter trouble in their newfound paradise.
Financial trouble, cheating, infidelity.
As the only breadwinner in the family, Maravone struggled to make ends meet. He has so many great qualities, but the only downside is he's lazy. He doesn't work at all.
Her costs wouldn't have gone up because of him. It's not like he's eating. I need some new stuffing.
Things became even more strenuous when Maravone caught Marcello cheating.
Oh, for Christ.
Maravone was all set to celebrate her 1-year anniversary with Marcelo, but was left brokenhearted after a friend saw him sneaking into a motel with another woman.
Up.
Maravone looked through Marcelo's phone and saw he had eyes for another woman. Maravone confronted her husband, and after a huge fight, Maravone kicked Marcelo out of bed, sending him to the couch while she wrestled with the betrayal. With her marriage hanging on by a thread...
Oh, God. Very nicely done.
Maravone eventually found it in her heart to forgive Marcelo and keep her family together. I don't think I could live without my husband, she said. Maravone soon became pregnant again, and during birth, Maravone and Marcelo discovered they were blessed with not one girl, but 2.
Oh,
They had
bless.
twin ragdolls.
Oh, gosh. How adorable.
The couple faced even bigger problems.
Oh, no. Let me guess. Their house wasn't big enough.
No, gets even better.
Do tell.
When the boy's name,
Marcelino?
Marcelino was kidnapped.
Oh, my gosh.
And he's held for a whopping $170 ransom.
What is going on?
In a panic on social media, Maravone expressed her fears, saying, I just love him so much. I'm left here thinking, are they giving him a bath? Are they giving him clean milk? Are they taking good care of him? Thankfully, after spending sleepless nights sick with worry, Maravone and Marcelo were reunited with him, even though he had a black eye.
Oh, no.
After finding the child, quotations, inside a black plastic bag left in a field. After all of that strife, Marcello cheated on Maravone again.
Good God. This guy's a dick.
And as his punishment, Maravone decided to detach Marcello's dildo penis. She added, "It's just a white rubber dildo, which measures about 16 centimeters. So I decided to take it off. I've done it before. I'm afraid other women will touch Marcello's penis, so I like to put it in my underwear drawer when we go out to bars or shows. Then, there is no chance of any other woman lusting after him. Last time I found a bright pink thong on the floor. I found out that Marcello had been with another woman, but when I asked whose they were, he didn't answer me.
Uh-oh.
She also claims that the rag doll has over 500 contacts on his WhatsApp, all of them of which are women. She added, every now and then I catch him in a conversation with a girl, and when I ask who it is, he tries to say it's his cousin. For now, Marcello continues to sleep on the sofa and hasn't received his penis back yet.
Drag. What in God's name was that all about?
Going and going. I could not get enough of this story today.
So you did in fact see pictures of...
Yes. And video and like family photos. The wedding pictures.
Like, is this woman utterly deranged and delusional, or is this some sort of like, you know, TikTok-y...
Well, that was another thing that I read. It's like people are still trying to determine if this is a real problem.
Right.
Or if she's doing it for clout. Like, she's just doing it to get recognition for something, right? Because clearly people are invested.
Sure.
Or she's just...
Well, I mean, if
well, what's the word for people who are in love with inanimate objects or lust after inanimate objects? Kind of like the guy with the car.
Oh yeah, well that was, what did they call that again?
Can't think of what that's called, but
it was like a mechaphilia or something in that case. But that was because it was a machine.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, it'll be a. I always stumble over this word. It'll be some kind of paraphilia, but that's just a very general term, right?
Yeah.
But if it's not for clout or whatever you want to call it, and if she genuinely believes all this, she needs help, man. Serious friggin' help.
That, like 250 people came to a wedding.
Well, that's just it.
That's where I'm like, this can't be real.
No, it's got to be for.
Was I
social
invested.
Media points. Oh, sure, I get it.
I'm so invested in this story, and I'm laughing as I'm reading it. I'm like, this can't be real.
Now, answer this question honestly.
Yeah.
Did you start following her on anything?
No.
Yet?
No, not yet.
Did you message Marcello, like on WhatsApp, to see if you can be? I totally think you should.
I should add him.
100% you should.
I should find Marcello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But. So Marcelino was kidnapped.
Yes.
And held for $170 ransom.
$170, yeah.
And then they didn't mention the girls though. Like, do they have names? Like, are they doing well?
I didn't see much about the girls.
Oh, that's not fun.
There was one picture though, like when the boy was kidnapped, and they sent like a ransom picture, and it just shows this doll in like the corner of an alley, and there's like garbage all around him.
You know what? I am actually going to look into this.
Oh, you should.
I'm going to.
Because holy crap. I mean, if she's doing this for show, well done, my friend.
Whatever. I don't care.
Done.
I hope that's the case, like for her sake.
I hope that's the case, and I hope you're making bank off of this.
Yeah,
this is great. If not, girl, I don't know, man.
Yeah, if you honestly believe this, you need extensive therapy. Because you're wasting a lot of time.
That's why I'm like 250 people at your wedding.
Yeah.
All can't be like supporting this if it's real.
So when your husband's like a rag doll.
Yeah.
And his friends and family show up. How do you cater something like that? Like, what do
I don't know.
What do stuffies? What do they eat?
I don't know.
Like lint?
Yeah.
Not the chocolates, which are awesome. But you know what I mean? Like, what do you, here's your order of fluff, sir.
What's
thank you.
Like fiber filling or whatever it's called?
Yeah, well, we collected from belly buttons. Yeah. That's
So yeah,
that's good
I
times in
recommend
Brazil.
looking it up and looking
I'm
at
going
these
to.
pictures,
I am
'cause
absolutely
holy
going to.
smokes.
And I will, if I can find something really good and that I can use, I will post something on social media
Yeah.
about it, because that's wow.
There's some great family photos.
I shouldn't doubt it. I'm curious to see the kids. You know. Yeah. So Ragdoll. That's a song by
Ragdoll
Aerosmith too.
Ragdoll, living in the movie.
Oh God.
Watching Daddy's little cutie. So fine. Anyway. I love
Yeah.
Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen them a few times.
Have
in
you?
Concert. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. So that's it for today.
That's
but you got some stuff to tell the fine folks.
You know, if you want to talk about rag dolls or see some cool stuff, listen to us some more. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Facebook, you just look us up at The Absurd. Look for the picture of the woman with the paper bag over her head. And also on Instagram at the _absurd_podcast.
Yeah.
If you'd like to contact us with your own absurd stories, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, or just
You
to
can-
say hi.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Send us a DM on any of our social media platforms, or if you'd rather email, absurdthepodcast@gmail.com. And we're on all major streaming services, so
We sure
check
are.
us out.
Darn
like,
right.
love, subscribe, share,
Yeah.
all the things.
Give us a good rating, please.
Yeah, we would
You
love
know.
that.
Yeah, it helps us in the search results, actually.
Yes.
So now, we're going to go get beer and something to eat.
We are.
Yeah.
Yum, yum.
Yummity yum yum. Yeah, so thanks again, everyone, for stopping by. We really appreciate you listening. We enjoy doing this very much.
Yes.
And we want to continue doing so. So please take care of yourselves and one another.
Bye.
Bye.
The Absurd Podcast is written, produced, and recorded by Rod and Mel. Music by Audionautics.com.